Hey there guys, Dobby back at you. Another little story time memory for you from high school. Like I explained in the last video like this, I went to an agricultural high school, and it was a big farm basically. So we still had math, science, history, English classes, but it was very farm oriented and farm mechanics and arboriculture and landscape courses and different types of taking care of animal type classes, animal husbandry, I called it. And anyways, in the agricultural mechanics department, they had a club that stayed after school one night a week. And one of the things we did was we did one project we had was something called a doodlebug. It was basically, they call it a doodlebug, but it was basically just back in like the Depression era and stuff when nobody had any money. Farmers would just take like an old pickup they had lying around, modify it with whatever they had lying around, because those farmers, especially back then, kept everything, even if it seemed like junk. And they would take that stuff, some stuff they had lying around, modify the vehicle. I think it was usually pickups, old pickups they had lying around. Change out the tires, put different tires on it, usually bigger back tires at least, or whatever they had. In the case with the doodlebug that we made at my school, we actually used like 18-wheeler tires on the back, and we put as a two-wheel drive pickup, so it was the back tires that drove the vehicle. Kind of modified the tread on the tires and stuff to give it like more grip to help get through mud. And just modify it with old junk we had lying around. The school had some old stuff lying around. One of our teachers in school, and it was a Ford pickup we made it out of, old junk Ford pickup parts, like a lot of old Model T stuff. And I think some of it was like old Ford, like 50s pickup. Some of it was Model T stuff. The engine was out of a Model T. I think the transmission and the rear end were all Model T. Back in those days, you could get pickups with like 2-speed rear ends, low speed and a high speed. It had like a gearbox. You could shift it in the low speed. If you wanted to go slow, it gave you a little more torque, or higher speed for faster speeds, for going on the road a little faster. And by the time we got modifying everything, I think we ended up using a drive shaft out of a lawnmower, meant for a lawnmower, in the doodlebug. So it was a real hodgepodge of like different things, different vehicles, even lawnmowers. I think we had some Chevy pickup parts in there too. We just modified whatever we could get our hands on, just like they would when they were making these things, when it was common. And we did like, there was a like a doodlebug club. That is a group of people that kind of did this in their spare time for fun, and they'd have pulling competitions, like like a tractor pull, but with doodlebugs. And you would take ours to this tractor pull. They just kind of we weren't allowed to, like, because they would have like prizes and stuff you could win. We didn't make ourselves eligible for any of the prizes or anything. They just were nice enough to, because it was a student project type of thing, they let us pull with everybody else, see how we did. Because they had rules and stuff he had to follow in order to pull in the this doodlebug pull. And some of the stuff we did was against the rules, so they nice enough to let us pull, but we weren't eligible to win anything. And we had a lot of fun because they'd also be part of the thing they'd have like hamburgers, hot dogs, different types of food you could buy while you're there. But it was kind of fun because it was like a whole day thing, because we had to leave pretty early and got back pretty late because this doodlebug pull thing, I keep wanting to say tractor pull, but it was a doodlebug pull to be specific. But it was like a 3.5 hour drive one way. So I was literally left early morning, got back late at night. Usually it was something we did on a Saturday. Because the school wouldn't have let us. I think the school would have let us do it if it was like on a Sunday, because we'd chance we'd be coming in late or miss school altogether that Monday morning. But it was another fond memory I have of high school. Because it sure wasn't math class. I was horrible at math. But yeah, that was fun. We had a good time. It was a group of us in the club that just would go up there and do it, come back. And some of the chaperones would, the guy doing this, unfortunately, passed away several years ago, so he can't get in trouble now. What are they going to do to him? He's not around anymore. He would go up and pick up cigarettes for his friends and alcohol, because it was one state over from us, and the taxes were less on like alcohol and cigarettes and stuff. So that he would go when he was there, pick up stuff with him and his friends while he was there. Things you could get away with back in when we were a lot younger that we couldn't get away with now. People would probably be in jail for some of the stuff they did back then, or we did back then. I'm sure a lot of people have some good memories from the good old days that sometimes you wish things were still like they were back then. At least some things, anyway. I just wanted to share that with you. And anybody ever hear of a doodlebug? Yeah, doodlebug words. If he remembers, there's one guy that watches my videos that I know remembers this from high school. Probably me talking about it. You, right there in the back with the glasses. I see you. Wake up. It's a short video. You can make it stay awake for 10 minutes. Yes, you. Yeah, I'm sure I'll probably share more stories with you. And I'll see you in the next video. Like, subscribe, share, thumbs up, thumbs down, whatever floats your boat. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye.